Guys, it's Taya. So yesterday I filmed a full face using only LA Colors products and featuring the new LA Color Radiant Foundation. You may be familiar with the Truly Matte LA Color Foundation that everyone was raving about. This one is, I think, a new one. I got it for $4 at Family Dollar, and I really wanted to put it to the test because I've been really interested in the more radiant foundations lately. Anyways, I just wanted to check in really quick and make this an initial check-in because I am going to be doing a wear test of the same foundation today. Why y'all didn't tell me my hair was looking crazy? Yeah, so I'll be doing a wear test of the very same foundation today, and this is going to function as like my first check-in. So I did want to note that this foundation, without a doubt, definitely gives a radiant glow. I am really shocked and very pleased with the glow that this foundation gives. To me, I'll catch a glimpse of my face and it looks almost like I've applied a highlighter or an illuminizer, and I have not. This is purely the foundation with no type of highlighter or illuminator added, and there's definitely a glow. I am going to add a highlighter. I'm actually going to add the LA Colors. I'm actually going to add this LA Colors Strobing Illuminating Powder that I also used yesterday, but I did want you to see the glow pre-highlight. So this is what we're looking like right now, and I am just absolutely loving the glow so far. So I'm going to add my highlighter and then take my butt to class. And my apologies, I actually forgot to mention what time it is. It is exactly 11:15 a.m. right now, and this is the first check-in. See you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I wanted to do another check-in really quickly. It is now 1:45, so I have been wearing this LA Color Radiant Foundation for about 2.5 hours now, and this is what it is looking like. Please ignore the creasing on my under eye. I've been having a big issue with creasing lately, but that's an issue and discussion for another video. Let's just focus on how the foundation is looking. I mentioned earlier that I was really impressed with how glowy and radiant I looked. But one concern for me whenever I wear like natural finish foundations or radiant foundations is the fact that I have very oily skin. So I have been paying pretty close attention to how my face is looking in terms of when is it going to cross that border from glowy and radiant to just oily, greasy mess. So right now I am starting to see that my face is getting a little more shiny. To me, it's starting to look more oily than glowy. It's not to the extreme just yet, but I think for 2.5 hours into the game, I would expect it to still be a bit more glowy versus oily. It could just be me, you know, because I am very used to matte foundations. So maybe it's just how, you know, I am seeing it, but I did want to come and show you really quickly how it is looking, and I will check in with you guys again in a little bit. Okay guys, so it is about to be 5 o'clock, which means that it's almost 6 hours since my initial check-in. And I just wanted to check in again with you really quickly and show you that I am looking pretty shiny at this point. I am definitely shiny. I'm standing in front of my mirror with some natural light, and this is what the face is looking like. This is like, I don't feel like I look terrible, but this is past my comfort zone of oiliness. Typically with wear tests, I like to not blot at all and go through the whole day, and then at the end of the day do one blot and see how it turns out. I have another class to go to tonight from 6:15 to 9:15, and I don't want to start it off looking like this because I just don't. I'll just probably look very, very raggedy by the end of that class. So I am going to go ahead and blot now. I don't normally do this when I do a wear test, but I really just want to see how much we can salvage this look at this point in the day by going ahead and blotting. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll come right back in a second, show you what it looks like after I blot. You guys, I love this wig. This is not the point of this video, but I actually really love this wig. It might be time for me to get a fresh one, like a new one. But this wig, she was a winner. She was really a winner. But anyways, okay guys, so I have just come back from blotting my face and this is what we're looking like. So I do feel like after blotting my face, it did kind of salvage it. The oiliness is gone now. I do feel like I've gone back away from the oiliness and over to the radiance that I was originally seeing when I first put the foundation on. So we are going to keep on pressing on with this wear test, and I will check back in with you guys after my evening class. So that'll be around 9:15 that class will wrap up, and I probably won't get to check in until about 9:30 to 10 o'clock. All right, see you then. Hey guys, it's Taya again. So this is going to be my last check-in of the evening of the LA Color Radiant Foundation. I have checked in a few other times throughout the day and you've kind of had a chance to see how this foundation has held up on my face over the course of this day. So right now it's about 10:25. And you'll remember that I think it was 11:15 when I did my first check-in, my initial check-in. So at this point, we are just shy of 11 hours. So I've been wearing it for 11 hours. And as you know, if you saw the other footage, I did blot my face once before I went to my class. I blotted, I believe it was like 5 or something. I hope I'm not lying to you, but it was several hours ago that I did blot once. So as you can see, I am oily again. I feel like it looks a lot more shiny, or a lot shinier rather, in the camera than it looks in the mirror that I'm looking at behind the camera. So if you're an oily girl like me, you can anticipate getting pretty oily with this foundation, which is kind of expected. It's kind of why we oily girls like to stay away from the Radiant foundations. But all in all, it's still on my face. I think if I blotted again, it would look good again. So I think if you're an oily girl that's going to want to rock this Radiant foundation, you're going to want to make sure that you are prepared to have to blot a few times during the day. So I did go back to Family Dollar today because I wanted to get more of those $2 sponges, LA Color sponges, because I really like the sponge and I like to have backups of sponges. I use them so much that I like to have backups because if they're dirty, I can just reach for another one. So I bought 3 more of them. I know, a little excessive, but I bought 3 more of them. And I also went ahead and picked up the Truly Matte Foundation because I did like how this looked after I applied it. And I've heard so much about the Truly Matte Foundation and it's supposed to be bomb, and it was only $4. So I was like, if it's here, I might as well pick it up. So I did go ahead and pick up the Truly Matte Foundation as well. So I'm going to be testing that out. And then what I might also do, since I see that I'm getting pretty oily with this Radiant foundation, I may even try to mix the Truly Matte and the Radiant foundation and see what that gives me. See if that helps me a little bit with the oil control, but still gives me a glow and lasts throughout the day. That would be awesome. So I might test that out in a separate video. But again, this is my last check-in for the evening. I'm very tired, so thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!